What's up, everybody? Justin here with Alpha Wash, and I want to show y'all today how to change out an unloader valve. We've been having some problems with that unloader valve on our 8 gallon per minute, or at least I hope that's what it is. Pretty sure it is. It's been not priming down, the pressure's been super low, and we honestly needed to change it a long time ago. We tried adjusting it, but didn't have a pressure gauge, and it's really hard to get them accurate without a pressure gauge. So we're going to be showing you how to swap the unloader valve as well as put the new one on and get it set to the right pressure. So y'all stay tuned. Alright, so here's our unloader. We just got it out of the box. Anybody that doesn't know what the unloader is, and I'm sure if you don't, you probably wouldn't be watching this video, but this controls the pressure, the amount of pressure that the machine's putting out. And we also got new pressure gauge so we can get it set perfect. So y'all stay tuned. Alright, so here's the unloader that's on there right now. This yellow line that comes out of it's our bypass line. It goes back to the tank. When we let off the trigger, it's feeding water back into that tank to keep the pump from getting too hot. Then the black line's coming straight from your pump. So looks like we're gonna need probably a big adjustable wrench, pair of channel locks, and maybe a big pair of vice grips. So y'all stay tuned and we're gonna get this thing taken off here. Alright, so I'm at the front of the trailer. There's our vise right there. We keep that mounted on there for instances like this, especially if we're on a job site. A lot of this stuff's super tight, and the only way you're gonna get it off is with a vise, so we just went ahead and mounted one on the trailer, and it definitely makes life easier. Alright, so we got our unloader valve put in our vise, and when you're working with a vise, you wanna make sure that you get it tightened down very tight, because you don't want it slipping whenever you're trying to put some pressure on it and break this stuff loose. All right, so this fitting is super tight, and I've tried about 3 different ways, still haven't got it off. So I got the fitting in the vise right now. I got the vise locked down on the fitting itself, not the unloader. And since this unloader's already bad, I'm just gonna hit the end of it with a hammer and see if we can break it loose. Looks like it's working. Actually, the whole vise is spinning. I got it turning now. That thing is tight. But we got it. I probably can't see it, can you? I'm spinning the whole unloader off now. Alright, here's the unloader. So, gotta figure out how to get this out without messing it up. It's probably gonna be pretty difficult. We might just have to go grab another one if we don't have one. Just got me some nice blood on my finger. You're gonna have that. You just wipe it off, rub a little dirt on it, get back at it. The one that came off of it, the unloader, had 1/2-inch ports in it, and this 1/2-inch by 1/2-inch nipple was stuck in it. So we had to do some improvising, because this one's 3/8. So on the other end of this one, on this end, there was a 1/2-inch elbow to a 1/2-inch compression line. So what we have done is converted it, got a new 1/2-inch nipple down to a 3/8-inch male threads. And then on the other side, we went in with a 3/8-inch elbow on that side, and then we did a 3/8-inch male threads by 1/2-inch male threads hydraulic fitting. So we're gonna get all this hooked up. Y'all stay tuned. we got the new unloader on. Now we're going to get our 8 gallon per minute line, and we're going to put a high pressure tip on it with the wand. Whenever you test your pressure, you always want to make sure that you're using a high pressure tip. And we're going to put our pressure gauge right here where the whip line hooks up to the hose reel. So we're going to go ahead and stick it there. Alright, so it's probably going to be kind of loud, so I'm going to talk loud. But we got the pressure gauge hooked up on the 8, and we got our high pressure wand hooked up. So this is how you set the unloader. I like to start with it backed almost all the way off. And this is a 3,000 PSI machine. So when I started and I cranked it up, the pressure was at 2,000. So you go and you tighten up the knob on top of the unloader 4 or 5 times, and then you tap the trigger a couple times, and then your pressure gauge should go up. So clockwise which is tighten it, and that makes your pressure go up. Loosen it, makes your pressure go down. So 3,000 PSI machine. So ideally when I'm off the trigger, I want it to be about 400 or 500 PSI above operating PSI. So whenever I hit the trigger, it should stay right around 3,000. You want it right around operating for when you're on the trigger. So I'll show y'all what it looks like, see if y'all can see it.